Okay, today I'm going to speak about narcissists and illness and operations, and the way that you're not actually allowed to be ill with a narcissist. They don't like it. They don't like any form of kind of weakness, and I'm just going to sort of talk you through what happened with me. Basically, I had to have operation on oh God! After I'd had my son had a really bad birth and everything basically ripped, and I had prolapses. And after 10 years of putting it off, I decided that I was going to go and have this operation to sort out all of the prolapses. And yeah, sorry about this, not great topic, but anyway, bear with me, because basically I had that operation, got home and felt like death warmed up, like you do after an operation when you've been knocked out and sewn up and everything thingied around inside you. And what did he do? He started to take out a kitchen. Yeah, banging, clattering noise when I'm supposed to be in bed recuperating. He doesn't give a shit. He is banging about, renovating, pulling this out. Couldn't wait even an hour for me to have some rest. No, he had to go and take our kitchen out. I actually had to get out of the bed feeling like death warmed up, get to the top of the stairs and try and shout at him to stop, which he didn't do. He just carried on still. Yeah, that's one incident. I was just never ever allowed to be ill. He didn't like it. He always thought that I was going to drop dead and leave him with the children. That was one of his big fears that was going to happen. Another time was after we'd been down in Wales together, working his mum's B&B in North Wales, and I felt very ill. He took me up the side of a mountain. We had nothing, no water, no nothing, weren't dressed for walking up mountains. I cried, I think, every step of the way. He tore into me about being a big baby and everything, and I walked up this mountain, got to the top of it. We had an amazing row, said I'm not walking any further, I feel really ill. And on the way home I was in absolute agony after, oh God, a 5.5 hour journey home without stopping at all for a wee or drinks or anything, just so that we could get back to his narcissistic mother who was looking after our children. This was after my father-in-law had died, and in the middle of the night I ended up rolling around on the floor with a kidney stone, and I was very ill with this kidney stone that became lodged in my ureter. And as I was vomiting and on the floor and felt like I was literally dying. Anyone who has had a kidney stone will know that pain. You literally feel like you are dying. It's an incredible, intense pain. But I was really ill. They didn't know what was happening in the hospital, and then they discovered what was going on, and then they managed to laser the stone and put stents in, and I was sent home peeing blood, loads of bowls of blood. I was supposed to stay in bed and just recuperate. Well, my ex-husband had decided that he was selling the house. This is when he had put the house on the market. I was not on the deeds of the house, never on any of the deeds of the houses. And I would go to sleep at night, and twice he came in, twice he woke me up, twice he shouted at me in the middle of the night, twice my son had to come in and defend me about him shouting at me. I, to this day, can't remember exactly what he was shouting at me about. I just remember I ended up in tears, crying, my son defending me, saying, why are you making her cry? Why are you making mum cry? And he felt justified, but also a massive gaslighting there as well, because he could not remember doing it, could not remember upsetting me, could not remember waking me up. Even though my son had come in out of his bedroom and defended me, he couldn't remember it. Total toxic amnesia. And I was so ill, and we had to get up, we had to get out of our house, we had to move all of my mother-in-law's clutter. She was a hoarder. We had had all of her hoard moved into our house and our sheds and our loft, and her sister had taken nothing, even though she had a bigger house than us, a log cabin out in her garden. No, we had the clutter and the crap, and I had to move it all. I did not get time to bounce back from that operation. Any of it. Didn't get time to recover, and this is what they do. They just keep you going. He didn't like weakness, didn't want to see me ill, didn't want to see me not performing. I had to get up, I had to keep going, and I couldn't do it. And I couldn't do it with his mother in the house either. That was killing me, having her there, listening to her going on about how she hadn't looked after my father-in-law, how she hadn't, well, we'd seen it, how she hadn't looked after him. Oh my God, all of the things that she was saying, how the house that was supposed to be going to my ex-father-in-law, she should be having, it shouldn't be going to anybody else, how she hadn't kept their house clean, how she wished that she had gone down to Wales and been with him, because it was a very strange setup that when he was diagnosed with his lung condition, she decided to stay in Essex. He went down to North Wales to run a B&B on his own. I mean, you can understand how my ex-husband is the way he is when you find out the ex-mother-in-law, what she is like, narcissism, histrionic, beyond belief. Everything was all about her. Literally, they're just unbelievable, the way they twist things and turn things all the time. Anyway, yeah, he, I don't know, different operations, different things that I had with me. I had to bounce back, even after childbirth, even after I'd had the worst birth with my son, where everything tore, and I was really, really ill with that. He still just wanted me up, doing everything. I had to bounce back, you know, there was nothing to say. After my second son was born, I was actually diagnosed with ME. I have struggled with tiredness and illness, and probably from being with them, because as anybody knows, they are energy vampires. They will drain you down. They live off of your energy. Before that, I was, you know, happy-go-lucky. I was, you know, did my own thing, and things didn't bother me. But after a while of being with him, you start getting dragged down, you start getting drained, and your energy saps, and they take it all. And obviously it's the criticism, the being put down, the constant put downs, the fat, ugly, stupid, lazy, all of that every single day. If you're talking to a small child like that every single day, they are not going to thrive. It's the same with adults. Even though, you know, we are adults, and they're still talking to us like crap every single day. People in regular relationships don't understand it, because they haven't been talked to like crap. Every single thing that you do is not good enough. Everything. I was a crap wife, crap mother, shit at sex, shit at renovating. I wasn't quick enough at typing. I was useless. I was good for nothing. Nothing I ever did was ever good enough. And to live with constant criticism like that, after a while you start believing it. You start getting dragged down. You start thinking that is it. That is, they've got you, you know, sussed, and that's how you start thinking about yourself. But this shouldn't be the way. So guys out there, listen to me, listen to what I've been through. Start fighting back. Don't let them put you down. Don't listen to it. This has taken me nearly 3 years, and I have been so close to not pulling through all of this because of the way that they have been, and the way that they have made me feel, and my lack of self-esteem. Don't let them do it to you. This is my warning. Just stay strong. Stay strong. Have strong people around you. Get as much support as you possibly can. Don't deal with people that drag you down. Yeah, love and light to you. I'll switch off before it hits the 10-minute mark. I think 10 minutes is long enough for you guys. Bless you for listening to me. Bye now.